Overcoming peer pressure. Now, every single person that's been peer pressuring, you and me, especially when we was younger, your friends pushing you to do something you don't want to do. Hey, bro, just smoke on a cigarette, man. It's cool, man. Let's smoke a cigarette. Oh, nah, bro, let's take this little drink, man. Take this drink. Don't be boring. So at some point in life, being pressured, maybe by your parents, you must study this, you must do that. So in this video, I'm going to break down how you can overcome peer pressure. Some people are still getting peer pressured as a grown adult. So let's break it down. Before we do that though, make sure to hit that like button, hit the red subscribe button, and make sure you leave a comment down below on what you want to see next. So peer pressure. Every single person has experienced it. Some people more than others. Especially when it comes to bad habits. Like all the bad habits really come from peer pressure. Like really think about it. The smoking, the drinking, the junk food, at some point you've been pressured to do something and then you become accustomed to it and that's part of your identity. That's what happens. So the question you have to ask yourself is, why do we get peer pressure? Why do we eventually give in and do something that we don't necessarily want to do? So the number one reason is for validation. You understand? You want to be validated. You want to be accepted. You don't want to be the odd one out. For example, you're in a group of friends. Everybody smokes. You're the only person who doesn't smoke. Now, they keep telling you, yo, bro, take the cigarette. You keep saying, no, I'm not doing it. But eventually, because everybody else is doing it, everyone else looks like they're having fun and they keep getting onto you. You think, you know what, let me just smoke so I can just stop this pressure. You understand? So really, we're trying to fit in. That's the problem. You want to fit in. You don't want to be the odd one out. You don't want to look like the person who's not cool. So validation is the reason why you are susceptible to the peer pressure. Now, again, why do you want to be validated? Well, I feel like it's an innate thing. As a human being, you don't want to be the odd one out. You don't want to be the black sheep. You don't want to be the one that's not doing the cool thing. So eventually you either have to leave or steer away from these people who are peer pressuring you, or you have to give in to their ideologies and what they're doing. It's one way or the other. You either eventually tell them like, yo, this is not me, I cannot hang around with you anymore, or it's like, you know what, let me just do it, just so I can maintain my friendship, maintain my social status. That's what it comes down to. You want to maintain your social status around your friends, society, or whoever it is that's peer pressuring you. Now, how do you combat that? How do you overcome the peer pressure? The number one thing to do to overcome peer pressure is to think for yourself. What is your opinion? You understand? You have to have your own perspective. Because if you do not have your own perspective, then someone else is going to instill in you what they think, their ideologies. So let's say smoking. If you believe smoking is wrong, it's not part of your morality, then you're not going to smoke regardless of what happens. Or if you believe drugs are not good for you, you have to stick to that. That's your thinking. That's your opinion. You have to stick to that. While someone else is going to come and try and change your narrative, change your thinking. Nah, bro, drugs is cool. Nah, smoking is cool, bro. Nah, yeah, they just take a puff. Like, they're trying to change your thinking. And if you do not have an opinion on anything, then just believe that you're going to get hijacked, bro. Someone's going to hijack your mind. You're going to be doing, saying, and behaving in ways that you did not think you could do because you do not have any morality, so to say. You understand? So think for yourself. Is this the right thing? Do I want to do this? Because before you get peer pressure, there's a moment where you feel uncomfortable. There's a moment where there's a nervousness or a gut feeling telling you this ain't right, man. But eventually you give in. So if someone's telling you or peer pressuring you to do something, you have to go within yourself and feel, does this feel comfortable with me? Am I feeling nervous? Why am I feeling anxious and that? That's a sign that this thing is not for you, that you shouldn't be doing it. You understand? So listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. You're always being guided. Your heart, your gut, your mind, your spirit is all speaking to you. When you're about to do something that you shouldn't, you get that feeling within yourself and that, knowing that, yo, this ain't right, it's not right, but you're doing it anyway. So there's always signals. So listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. You understand? And do not be afraid to say no. Say no, no, I'm not doing it. No, whatever the consequences. Because the reason that you're not saying no currently, because you fear the consequences. If I say to my friend, no, I'm not doing this, I'm going to jeopardize the relationship. If I tell my parents, no, I'm not doing it, then again, they might look down upon me. They might ruin the relationship. So you're not ready for the consequences of saying no. So the easiest option is to say yes. Well, do you want to do this? Yes. Then the conversation is over. If you say no, you have to explain yourself, and then there's some animosity between you and the person, some like bad tension and energy. You don't want to experience that. So that's why you say yes. Okay, yes. I haven't got to deal with it. I have no explanation to say yes. I just got to do it. When you say no, you have to speak up. But at the end of the day, you have to do it consciously. You have to live consciously. You cannot just go along with what everyone else is doing. You understand? You must have your own morality. What's right and what's wrong for you. I believe this is right. I believe this is wrong. If someone comes here and tries to tell you this is right when you believe it's wrong, you have to stand your ground. That doesn't mean like you must have a fixed opinion for the rest of your life. Obviously, your opinion and morality can alter, but you have to make that conscious choice, not be pressured. Anyone trying to pressure you to do something, bro, is not a genuine person. You understand? It should be a willingness to do it rather than a force. You understand? If I genuinely feel to do it, and you have your reasons on why you want to do a particular thing, then go ahead. We're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna make mistakes at some point. But if the thing that you're doing is coming from pressure, then someone has broken your morality. Someone has literally forced your hand to do something you don't want to do, which doesn't make any sense. And then you have to realize that you must avoid the people who are trying to pressure you. Any person who's pressuring you to do something, bro, you need to avoid them. Now, they could be pressuring you to do something positive. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you have to assess it. You have to think about it. You must think about it. You have to analyze yourself. Like, okay, does this make sense? Think about it. Don't be quick to say yes. Just say no initially. If you're not sure about something, just say no initially. Then think it through. Think about it. Sleep over it. And like, yo, does this actually make sense to me? Does this actually align with what I believe in? Is this going to make me a better person? Is this going to help me? Question it. Don't just go in, oh, everybody's jumping off the cliff. Let me run and jump off the cliff. No. Wait, if I jump off the cliff, does that make sense? No, it doesn't make no sense. I'm going to die if I do that. So let me not jump off it. Like self-analysis, thinking for yourself. Just because something is popular doesn't mean that you need to do it. Everyone's smoking right now or vaping. You think, yeah, let me vape because everyone else is doing it. Not because it makes sense, not because you thought about it, it's because everyone else is doing it. You understand? So stop seeking approval, stop seeking validation. Use your own brain, use your own mind. Not everybody needs to be the same. Some people do this, some people do that. Everyone has their own path that they need to walk. Stop following everyone, stop following the crowd. Lead yourself. There are a lot of people who are followers. They're simply waiting to be led. Some popular guys going that way, then everyone's following him. Think for yourself, bro. Don't try to fit in. You will never fit in. If you try and fit in, bro, you're going to destroy yourself. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you're going to be ruined, bro. You're going to lose your identity. You're going to be lost. You will never fit in. Be yourself. Most people won't accept you the way you are, but some people will. But are you happy with yourself? Can you genuinely say you're making decisions consciously? Or are you making decisions based off what the societal norms are? You understand? So don't try to fit in. Always be yourself. Yeah, maybe you're not going to be popular. Maybe you're going to be the black sheep. But oh well. At least you're yourself. At least when you look in the mirror and you by yourself, you're happy because you're making decisions that's based off what you believe in, rather than me trying to be accepted by John or Pete or anyone. You know? Everybody's going to try and push you into a certain direction. Everyone's going to pull you this way, that way. Everyone's going to take you to their path. But at the end of the day, what do you want out of life? What do you want to achieve? What type of person do you want to be? What does the higher version of yourself look like? If you had to create the ideal person or the ideal best version of yourself, what does that look like? Does that align with what these people are trying to make you do, or does not? You understand? So always think for yourself. Delay your decision making. If you feel uncomfortable, delay it, assess it, think, write down notes. You know what? Like weigh up. Like, okay, the positive side, the negative side. Is this me? Is this helping me? If the thing's not helping you progress, bro, then why are you doing it? Why are you doing anything that's not helping you progress or making you a better person or helping others? If the thing is damaging your health or making you a worse person or just doesn't align with your belief, then you have to weigh it up. You know what? This makes sense. You know, it's actually making sense to the person I am and what I want to become. Or no, this thing's not making sense. It's damaging me. It's a bad habit. It doesn't make no sense if I continue on this path. Weigh it up before making decisions. Don't be quick to say yes. Say no straight away, bro. Just make it easier for yourself, bro. If someone says something to you, say no and then dwell upon it later. You can come back and say, you know what, yeah, maybe I will do it. But you need to think. If you're not using your mind, if you're not living consciously, then your whole life will be in misery. Your whole life will be simply just living for entertainment and for pleasing other people. So hopefully this video brought you like awareness and making you think on how to escape this peer pressure. The peer pressure will never stop. It will always be there, coming from different places, sources, friends, family. But remember, think for yourself, delay your decision making, and make sure that whatever you do, it aligns with who you are. Make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit the red subscribe button, and also leave a comment down below, man. Let's go.